Would you believe I wrote a script for this and I'm so far ignoring it? This is TT Combat's MDF scenery. I'll explain more later. Here you can see me building their bulkhead doors. Bit of PVA glue, best thing for it, because let's be honest, MDF is just paper pushed together. This clamps it in place, and we build it up, and you will see me get it wrong. Anyway, why am I using TT Combat scenery? I like their scenery. It's easy to build, it looks good, it's got detail already carved into it, so when you paint it, you can follow the lines. Of course, you can use it for everything. I use it for district and for testing on district. All those background shots you see of figures, those grey buildings, they are all TT Combat scenery. This is Sector 2 Slum Warren that I'm starting to build. Obviously, we're starting with the bulkheads, as you can see. And this is where I get it wrong. I actually put the top plate in the wrong way around. That bit there that I'm doing now should be put in the opposite way round. So the bottom plate and the top plate should always point in the opposite direction. And I'm here just cleaning the glue off, not realising that I've done this at this point. You'll see in a second I frantically swap everything back around because I got it the wrong way. That is just cheap WH Smith's PVA glue. Where was I? I'm going to get back to the script, I suppose. Yes, they make World War II scenery, they make sci-fi scenery, they make Western scenery, all kinds of stuff. You could use the sci-fi scenery obviously for Necromunda, Infinity, Dead Zone. I think they make Infinity scenery as well, but that might be Micro Art Studios. I'll have to look at. Oh, well, you guys can look into that. I don't need to. Someone will fill me in the comments, I should think. On top of that, World War II scenery. Obviously, if you're playing Fallout, the World War II scenery, those 1950s style houses, would be great for that. Where are we? Yeah, this is the Sector 2 slums. I've already said that bit. So, the reason I use it, because I'm using this as an excuse to talk about district quite a bit as well. So the reason I use it for districts, when I designed the game, or started working on the game, it was actually XCOM. I was playing XCOM and I went, we could do a game like this. So I started putting it together and thinking about it, and then as I studied more and more, I discovered things like the walled city of something. There's a video on YouTube about it. It looks amazing. The Chinese built this whole slum block in an old military base, and it looks like an underhive. It is so cool. And then the Brazilian, the way those shanties all come down the mountain, I love the look of that, and I just wanted the game to have all this compact scenery into a small area, because the idea is you've landed on a alien world, you've started to terraform the planet, but you're still trapped within the shields of the walled city, and you need to keep filling it up, and just people get everywhere. And of course, as we know, if we ever get away from this planet, any rules and regulations we have on this planet will very quickly be broken, because different worlds, different regs. This is what I'm building here. Oh, this is the lights. This is me building the lights that come with it, because they have so many different ones. And that is a shield thing that clips on the side of the buildings. Obviously, I usually build, then clean up afterwards. Sometimes I clean up during, but I do generally just clean up afterwards. Hey, look, there's an entire section over here, and that's the painted finished one where I've done all the yellow work and metal work and grayed it out. Right, this is the triangle piece. So, the way it tells you to do it is you build them like this and glue the clips on. I do not suggest doing this, because I make it look an absolute pig's ear. So I built the triangle, glued it all in, got it all set, tried to put the top on, and the top wouldn't line up properly. So, when we get to it in a second, I'll explain. I'll keep talking about district while we're at it. Anyway, yeah, so the whole big, chunky cities, and I wanted it on a 2 foot by 2 foot board. So you've got these multiple levels you can play over, and there are rules for shooting up and shooting down, as well as how scenery works, because the idea is you've got minimal line of sight, you may have smoke and fog kicking around. It was all designed to be atmospheric and played well, and it is my next project. Unfortunately, still a solo guy, so I am sculpting, I am building, I am writing, I am drawing, I am now doing the YouTube videos, the Instagram thing, and wherever else I can promote this. I do feel that what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to drop the sculpting. Sorry, drinking coffee. I'm going to stop sculpting for a bit. I'm going to get the rules finished, and I will basically go use these guys' models or use these guys' models. Because at the end of the day, you can play the game with whatever models you want. Maybe not Space Marines, but you can play the game with any models you want. So I'm just going to sit down and get it written. I will probably use Heresy, Bad Squiddo, and Fenris models in the artwork for now. I've got some stuff I've done with one of the 3D printing guys. That's my phone. Let me just look them up. I should put links to all of this in my video, but I won't because I know what I'm like. Hero Forge. It's Hero Forge. It is. It's Hero Forge. Go check out Hero Forge. Their Black Friday sale is amazing because you can build the model and download it as an STL for a couple of dollars. So I really like that one. When you buy them normally, though, they're quite expensive. Right, here's me gluing the top on and then realising it's not going to work. Look, it's so terrible. It was meant to go like this. It didn't go like this. Yeah, and then I have to strip it all down and take it all to bits. I have massive hands. See, strips it all down. We're going to file bits off now. What I eventually did, because there are actually 12 of these to build, I started cutting the corners just off the plate. So if you look where I was filing to get it in, there's an outer corner and like a tooth. So I cut the edges so it'd slip better into the slot. And because they lay flush with the plate at the top, it worked quite well. So then there's all getting it all hooked up together and so on. It presently sits on my desk next to me because I'm going to go paint it in a bit. It will be a rattle can job, and we will use Citadel spray paint, the grey one. I forgot the name of it. This is what happens with me. I forget stuff all the time. Does it begin with a C? I can see it on my desk. Hang on. Normally I can't get it off my desk. Oh, no, that's Stormlord. No, okay. You guys will all know what the colour is anyway. It's the rattle can grey. Yeah, I'm going to spray it with that, and then I will lead belcher metal parts of it, and I will probably use the yellow. The base one, you know, that covers everything. This is the top plate. Now, I put it on backwards there. If you look, there's a line on the side which shows you where the base is. That should go out because when you paint it, that's the split line for the roof to the wall. If you put it on the other way around, which I did on some of the older ones, you don't realise where the line is. So yeah, always have that facing out. How long have I got left to go? Oh, we're nearly to the end of the video. So they all slot together. Right, where were we? Back to I'm going to try and get back to the script. Micro art, yes, micro art and TT Combat of late, I've noticed, have started doing pre-painted scenery. So it's MDF done, but then it's printed over the top of it, and you can just build it and do it yourself. I will always prefer to have the wood one and paint it myself because I have specific colour schemes in mind when I'm doing stuff. I do like it. It is all good. There's too much gluing. Where was I? Districts, buildings, scenery. Yeah, so highly filled worlds. And it's obviously I've done models. I will release models for it over time, but I think it's just a case of now. If I just get the rules done, get them released, you guys can start playing. I've got someone that will print it for me, so I need to get my backside into gear for him because he kind of wants me to get it done. I'd like to get more artwork done, but let's be honest, that's not that relevant. You can have a cheaper version in the PDF, and then once I get the artwork done, I can put the price up. This is me. It will never be expensive. I am a hobbyist at heart. I grew up in the days where a book cost me a tenner, and I'd get 30 models for a tenner. I never. It's a pocket money hobby. Right, this is the staircase. We are towards the end. We are now building the stairs. So one of the sheets, two of the sheets with this one to be exact, have staircases on the walls. Now, I didn't realise this when I was building it, and I removed this section of the video, but I was going to use different walls for different staircases. But the staircases themselves, the actual wall panels, only fit specific wall panels. So you have to use the wall panels from the same layout. You can't mix and match the wall panels for the stairs. You can mix and match the wall panels for everything else, just not the stairs, which is fine. It's just a slight, it's like 3mm off. Also, the first time I ever did the stairs, I put them in the wrong, not with this one, this is with the other older kit I've got. I actually put the stairs in upside down. So always make sure those cables, when they're hanging, are hanging. Because, yeah. Anyway, I'll just put it back together. Right, this is the end of the video. I've actually talked for the whole thing and used some of my script. What a shock. I will be doing a district demo game at some point once I'm back from download. Here comes the glamour shot at the end of all of it built. There you go. It's huge. Right, I have another one to go build now. See you later.